making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Amazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty in our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Amazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in peace in our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of his nation. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow people of the Southern Cameroon Territory, fellow citizens of Amazonia, una welcome for this platform, the critical analysis, where na a no Koni production, na me, Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief for the Amazonia Defense Forces for the Savannah States, as well as your own countryman, Mr. No Koni, FBI, Lukong, Sense Pass King, two-side callers of Asabi, all those big title them, all them idea for me. As una know, they for him anticipation, Jenny as well, so it be very important for we for emancipate ourselves from all forms of mental slavery. Una remember, they be tell una say of Asabi na bad thing, but for their own white man country, we see say of Asabi they call the Naginos. So that accept say of Asabi from Amazonia, for inside Amazonia today, no be kosh. When some person tell you say of Asabi, tell them say a good thing. We need to try for know much as possible, for learn more and more. And I want to welcome all man. If una dey watch me for the first time, my name na Capo Daniel as Dan Tokam. And for this show, we dey use na pidgin English for communicate, because na the language that for our people. Some people them wey dem feel say that of Asabi, wey they no be of Asabi, dem feel say pidgin for na talk for all people them. So they want talk pidgin like the one I see my brother, my own countryman for Equinox, where he talk pidgin, he talk like say water they fame up. No, pidgin no be language for all people. Pidgin no be language for village people. Pidgin are the language for Amazonia, na the first language. When you go for hospital for consult, no be wasapita. Will no be pidgin, we talk English standard pidgin. Now the one where they talk English standard pidgin. Make una understand very well. I speak good English, but it's not my language. It's not my first language. I have rejected the British Standard English or the American Standard English as a first language. My first language is Pidgin Standard English. And that is now the language that we talk about ground zero. That is the language of communication. We will empower our people if we use that language for communicate, and we use that language for do government business. Because now the language that we doctor they talk on the field. Now the language that we the police people them for Amazonia be talking for field during the time of Southern Cameroon. Now the language that way they talk for market. Now the language that way they talk for construction work. Now the language that way they talk for all place, for bar, what and a lawyer them, even for court. Now the language they use them for court. Because when I bring people or people them be involved for case them, now the language that way they speak them. So we'll be very proud for that. So today, as we know, we get into a new phase for ground zero. Na still 3 o'clock for morning time. We enter for the new phase for our resistance for ground zero, in particularly for Bamenda, the capital city. The leader of our revolution, Dr. Chuayaba, he done stop the no motor, no vehicle campaign. So today all things will go back for normal. We then consult with the consortium and all the other stakeholders them for ground zero, the taxi drivers union, the market people, them buy and sell them. And all man, he then talk say yes, today make all man he go back for road. So the call on all man, me no say there is no, this thing can be suspended. The ban for vehicles that can be suspended. All man get for go back for road, and we go to monitor the situation for see the reaction of the colonial administration. If they try for see stop our Bensikin men them, we go still intervene. So for a little while, I go play the rationale behind that from Dr. Chuayaba. I go also take time for update una which way that happen for Bamenda, the battles and way that happen for Bamenda. The face-to-face combat way that happen for Bamenda, and the other forces them way they don't retreat back for their camps, which way happen for other places them. But first, as our tradition, it always there for this platform, we take some time about 3 minutes when a time for one song for play. For salute all man we don't join we, and I go choose some song we come up from my own very good village. For the boom people them, I go play the song, I go use Naive for background for welcome. All now before we go for our production. So I salute all man for house. I see Bruce. Bruce, welcome for us. Franklin Eno, welcome my brother. Sixtus, welcome. Oh, now welcome. Those who they watch me live and those who they go can watch me later on. I want to say, oh man, it be welcome for this platform. Now the people's platform. Now the platform where they hold our leaders into account. It speak truth into power, and it make sure say wait to where our leader they promise them now we will get them. I also don't see my brother Aluta Continua. Welcome, my brother. Sharp. Yes, now sharp for Ambazonia. We not expect a lot of people to interact with us. So it's not gonna be a very interactive show. For Europe, also people they sleep now, so we not expect a lot of people to come online. So there are a lot of things I need for do them today. I will try to do them as fast as possible. During my last production, we talk also about the incident where it happened for where they caught some money hand. I will give you the investigative report. Abu Free, Amber Pantes, welcome my sister. We love you too much. We love you. We are really inspired by your wisdom, your love for the country, your sacrifices for our people. I want to salute Gina Elijah too. I salute Luis Lokolo. Welcome. And I want to inform all man say for this platform, if you've been a La Republic agent, you've been a francophone, whatever you can spy. Those listen up or listen, she don't quiet, close them up. We not go allow any comment where come up a person where it wants spill La Republic du Cameroon, their narrative, their propaganda, we go delete them and we go block you. So any man where the comments for the comment section, make sure say your comment is the follow way to where the talk and it contribute for the platform, because this one is my platform. If you want to talk your own thing, go make your own platform. So if you want to make a point, you fit call later on. My phone number there for day. So all man be welcome. I see Edwin Gang, our Ambazonian hero, Bobo. I like the man. Namawege says Edwin Gang from the Republic of Ambazonia is somebody I don't consult with for many legal issue and issue concerning our narrative. And the Republic of Ambazonia is a very good organization and a front for our liberation. And I wanted to join the Ambazonian the ROA when Dr. Ngang was the head. I was really attracted by their articulation, their steadfastness, got the Dinka history and everything. But unfortunately, I not be enough for join. But I see support them as an activist, and we try to give our platform for them also. So, Mr. Edwin, anytime you want to come for this platform, please be welcome for request you will come. I salute Franklin Ba, he don't come, welcome. And all my way go come for me, will boy them, was Sansan boy them. I want to salute Una. I want to salute all and Jama people them. I want to salute our people them for Mutengene. I want to salute the one them waiting there for Moyoka. For salute the one them for Teke. I want to salute Boss Daf, Baye. I salute you. Even our commander way they be good for intervene for Bobo. General Shadow, I salute you. And all our baby people the way they for inside the Atlantic state. I want to salute Runa for Victoria. Our activism for Victoria where they come for with suggestion they for see how we start assert ourselves for Victoria. I want to salute Runa. Our people them for K-Town for Kumba. I salute Runa all. Mezam, Ngokitunja, Meme, Mamfe. Every place I throw Runa salute. When I cafe then they up. All money place it day. Ngana Elijah also welcome. All Nabi welcome. We're going to get inside our program very soon and very sharp. So we're going to run inside our program within a minute. So now just give me some time. Because of the software we'll use it takes some time for load things But I'll be on top of things, so maybe no worry. We're going to go inside. Molo. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, Una welcome for the critical analysis, a show where we analyze critically all the things the way it happened for the Ambazonian Liberation War, and would also provide una with update both for the Atlantic State and the Savannah State, and for the diplomatic effort where they go. Una welcome for this platform. Now a platform where we upheld the greatest standard for activism and for support the people them for Ambazonia for our liberation struggle, and the Ambazonia Defense Forces and our sister forces all across our territory for stand up strong for fight for their independence, and for make sure say wait way the leader they promise them and wait way they talk they do them, so we follow up for that. We as many citizens volunteer across our country will spend sleepless night for do our best for make sure say me the next generation of people them for our country me they not go through way to go through with La Republic du Cameroon. We don't read many warnings the way they be warned the leaders of our country say a union with La Republic du Cameroon na fire, a union with Nigeria na frying pan. We be done tell and say we will not be supposed to choose either frying pan or fire, because we being a human being then we will deserve the full right we our territory we be in a category B, it be deserve them when a complete independence. The whole mafia for even get into a plebiscite na all a disservice and na all a taking away for the right of our people. And today we dey for place we dey for fight for make sure say we survive, and for fight for make sure say make no generation for the people them for our territory them go through way to go. I want for first salute all the refugee them with the neighbor Cyprus. So I don't talk with some of them and we would hear their plight. I don't pass them off for our humanitarian office. Me them follow up for try for see whether they feel link some human right organization for Cyprus and for Greece. Me them help for protect the right of the Ambazonian the way they flee away from this war into Europe, so that they feel get time for integrate and for drink water and also for rest while the war it go on for our country. So ladies and gentlemen, we will go directly today. We go skip the comedy section because we get plenty things them for presenter. We also get an interview from ground zero with our civilian them for get their reaction for which way it happened for Bamenda. We don't get news say over 300 boys and then be arrested by La Republic du Cameroon or kidnap and carry them go down for inside location they will never know up to now. Some few lawyers then they don't try for help. They never locate whether they carry the people go to a station or they carry them go to for airport for one of their private detention facility. Them would want for remind all man for Bamenda say we know their problem. This revolution is not being televised, and so not only we they talk about which way it happen for them, they not go be forgotten. We go make sure say justice it go be done, and say their family them go locate them for place where they don't keep them. So we go directly. We'll skip today the part for comedy section for La Republic, and then we'll go dive directly into our next segment when at the presentation for our show. Usually we do an opening statement. I don't know what I will do, but maybe we'll just start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, once more I do want welcome all now. Today for our opening statement, we want to talk say syncretism. Syncretism means say you join two things and way they not fit join. When you take water where the hot, you put an inside water where the cool, it go make reaction. That reaction it go either be good or it go either be bad. When you take two things them clean water and dirty water, you mix them, the dirty one it go win because the clean one it go be dirty. So syncretism. Now joining two things where you know fit be joined. The people them for Southern Cameroon and the people them for La Republic du Cameroon. Now two separate people that with two distinct culture them way it not be compatible. As Dr. Cho Ayaba Ibidan once talk and for his statement, there is no example, there is no precedent for the entire war say English people them then live good with French people them. If I say every day, since long time, even France and United Kingdom, they don't join like one country, but they never ever join. The only place, the only precedent or any example where if you see where English culture people them and French culture people they don't live together in peace. Now the one way now the English people them plenty. Like for Canada, you see say English people them plenty, they give chance for the French people them. So the French person, now the French people they even lead for inside Canada. Many of their president they come on over the French side. French people them generally their culture, be compatible with English people, their culture. If you look, even for the World War and many positions where the French government it don't take them, it always been an anti-human right. Most of these French people, they don't even believe, say African people, then they need to be free. So the possibility, say Southern Cameroon, if he ever live in peace with French Cameroon, it be zero. Any form of union or any force for bring these two people them, it will only bring war, it will only bring fight. Because for the French people them, for impose their system on us, it will be a calamity. Their system of justice, be compatible with our own system of justice. Our way of life, it be very different from their own way of life. I remember as a young man, where I be go school for Catholic school by LA. For morning time, every Monday, when we go for school, we'd work go around with our uniform, all man uniform be clean. We'd work sing song. Any small thing, pick 'em. Any small thing, pick 'em. Pick 'em. What are na thing, pick 'em. Small thing, pick 'em. We'd go around cleaning our compound, school compound for make sure say clean. We'd go around championing all the bushes around our school for keep snakes them away, and so that we will learn like a community life. At the end of every month, they used to get clean up campaign, where they clean our town collectively. All quarter they carry dirty go put them for one place. The council you can carry the dirty go through them. We'll be a very decent people, we'll be a humble people. Most of our people them, vast majority are Christian, even those who them be traditionalists, all them they maintain and they respect each other their right. I grow for a Southern Cameroon where we leave our door then open tip man they enter. I grow for a Southern Cameroon where water be being free. They be get public tap where they provide water for the people the way they be poor. We be take care for those who they be poor. Our administration it be the fight for the job for the public interest, not for private interest. La République du Cameroon on the contrast, na a country of couper de route, na a country of voyeur, tueur, meurtrier, a country where the politician them, na the one the way they rule them, na one the way they be helpful fight the Pan-Africanism for they, Le Charles Assaye and many other them where they be kill them. They be called their own freedom fighter, then say Makiza. And are the same people the way the French government be use them to crush their independent movement, that then they rule that same country and they consider them now like their governors. The same Paul Biya, Amadou Ayijo, now the same people the way they be fight against Pan-Africanists like Charles Assaye, like Umnyobe, Agnes Wanyi, now they be kill them. So the people in the Southern for La République du Cameroon, they are not Pan-Africanists. They are not people who are there to defend African interests. They are just there to hold the plantation for the French people so that they can continue to exploit their country for their interests. So that is it for my opening statement. Today be focused on syncretism. Joining two things we not join. La République du Cameroon and the people of Southern Cameroon and Amazonia, they are not compatible and they can never be one. They can never be one. We don't see even the experiment we get them for them in never work. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I go on to take you for the capital city for Bamenda, who would those go through a vehicle ban. The vehicle ban it become about as a result of the colonial administrator. They began get into a situation where, because of our operation them by the Bamenda Brigade, for instance Bamenda, Operation Sleepless Night, we done the go on now for close to 3 months. We done the fight and battle La République du Cameroon, block to block, neighborhood to neighborhood, farm to farm, market to market, street by street, and we done defeat them utterly. La République du Cameroon, the administrators them, they don't run all from Bamenda. They don't still get any administrator. For instance, Bamenda, their police forces, they don't run and they don't be bunkered inside their offices. Following this big defeat for La République du Cameroon, La République du Cameroon, they then decide to take an undeclared state of emergency for Bamenda, where the military it don't take full control for Bamenda. Because of this situation, our intelligence officers and they make a report for the commander-in-chief of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, and they be decide together with our war council to deploy more than 1,000 Ambazonian Defense Forces for inside Bamenda. Forces they be come right all the way from Kugwe, Batibu, all across Ambazonia for come fight that battle. So when they become out place them, I don't want to call the place them because some of our camps them they be classified, but we get fighters where they become out right from Bui, from Ndop, for Ngokitunja, all those fighters they be rally for Bamenda. It will be an opportunity for we to test run our takeover strategy. They be lead an all-out assault for Bamenda on the 1st of September. We will be see the video them. We'll be very happy for our general, overall commander for Mezam. Cobra, when I be our leader for inside Mezam, he be receive all the forces them. They be master the terrain. Some of those boys, they not people they know be ever come for Bamenda. But because we get forces on the ground where they don't hold the place, they know the road, they know how to keep them. They will make sure say all man be comfortable, and all forces the way they become from outside, where they become for Bamenda for operation. That operation need for getting for that operation, the 1st of September, they don't return back for their base successfully. Now the advantage is for the structure for the ADF, because we need to be prepared for the takeover plan in case La République du Cameroon then fall or then withdraw from our country today. We need to get the capacity for take over the major city them before we start begin expand for rural areas them. So the basis we were block by block now for prepare the ground for occasions like this. So we will also replicate the action we will take up for 1st of September for Kumba, for Boya, for Victoria, and many other places, because we don't demonstrate for the Ambazonian people say we'll get the capacity for deploy forces en masse and carry out coordinated attack against enemy position. So we'll be capable for control our territory, we'll be capable for mount control posts in case La République du Cameroon vacate miraculously our territory, but would be prepared for that eventuality. So now our responsibility that would want congratulate Benedict Kwa for salute Oma Mama Wali, Pascal Kiki, also and all the leadership Ayamba, General Efang, Popol, and salute all our general for back bullet, all man we did for Bamenda. I salute una and Koruna Cafe, una place then day for this wonderful drill we don't do for inside our town. It don't show strength where people they never see them. And it don't send a message for the colonial administrators and the army them for they say this. So when we talk say now they take over time, it don't reach me then all come out, because thing we go come, they not go fee withstand them. So my country people them, I go take una before one first start for do the presentation, because I don't about drag my foot for concerning diplomacy things them. And every time I talk, so we go do diplomatic presentation. It don't dey for backside because we be focused for ground zero. But nevertheless, today I go bring them for una for talk about the diplomatic progress we dey get them. Una don hear say for the United States of America, they don't release a document where it don't come from the office of Senator Jim Rice. Now the document this way they don't release this resolution for their Senate. It don't go now for Donald Trump in office. Once he go sign them, it go be now a big policy for the State Department for implement this law them for America. Would one thank Ben Cardin. Ben Cardin na he be the Democratic senator where be done push this bill. Now bill where they be done write them from the lower house. When I remember how they be done send Karen Bass for inside Ambazonia and for La République for can do a ground survey. They don't engage our activism. They don't engage this platform as well. We don't send diplomatic letter them for day, and a lot of people then even for ground zero they don't contribute for make sure some this one happen. So now a credit for all man we don't be involved. Our State Department I don't talk for Dr. Larry when I be our big man for our Secretary of State. It will be positive. So it don't be in long in coming, but we don't see how the thing that finally come true for America. And we'll be very happy. Now, because of the human right violation, them unfortunately, we American government, they don't talk, say no, they need to step in. So one thank the Republican and the Democrat. Now, the two, they don't come together. Before, when I be known, na Gordon, how they call this senator name again? Na Jim Ben Cardin, Senator Ben Cardin, when a Democratic lawmaker, Senate of America, now he sponsored this bill. It be be hold up for the Congress because they not be get bipartisan support. But finally, a Republican senator, he don't jump inside Senator Jim Rice, where he be done first also been a governor for Idaho, now a very heavyweight, way be highly respected by Donald Trump. So they expect say now when a bipartisan bill, so now the two side Democrat and Republican, they don't come together for send this bill. Would the pray say me Donald Trump got touch he had me get sign them so that the State Department he go fee try for impose them and for make sure say me this war way will not be one time so way, but now war way be necessary for we for fight for defend ourselves, make it come to an end. and the bill it get 4 main part them for the way na a very big victory for the position of the Ambazonian Governing Council we would always take them. The first key point for the resolution we that it did map put the resolution we're gonna see and find the first key point then we did for the na 4 main action them with the senator it don't give a mandate for the executive branch me then carry them out. The first thing na say ceasefire. Me the American government insists for ceasefire between Ambazonian and La Republic. And the key word for the action freeze for this statement, for this resolution, na uphold. Uphold. That means say me then give ceasefire where the war go fit, make sure say they impose them on both sides. And at the same thing way I have be the talk, say one ceasefire way go get a mandate for enforce them. We no want to just ceasefire by mob. While La Republic du Cameroon they still key our people, me the international community they talk say ceasefire no. So the key word for the first phrase na say the one ceasefire way go be upheld. If ceasefire way go be upheld, go definitely need a United Nations resolution for authorize a ceasefire. Maybe there is a possibility of having peacekeepers to come there and be in between the two forces on the ground so that our people can live their life while we sort out this thing. The second thing with this resolution it talk now about access to humanitarian assistance. The United Nations Security Council bid already declare the situation for Ambazonia as a humanitarian crisis, so it will be a very easy thing for guarantee semi human right the access all part them for Ambazonia so that La Republic it no go fit stop Red Cross, it no go fit stop all the human right organization who want me then come for they can see where to it happen. Now for our interest, media international community then get access. But we also know say some of this La Republic fit disguise itself like these people, but that would a wider way would engage with the Red Cross, would engage with the United Nations way there for inside Bamenda, with all the NGO them, then be in contact with my office and the Ambazonian Governing Council for make sure say make we grant them access, proper access, and we'll get assurance for them for their activity, say not just a purely humanitarian activity. They need to come for help they need to come for help La Republic, they need to come for can collect information. Now, just for guarantee, would guarantee them full access into all of our territory. We hope say La Republic no go interfere like they don't always interfere. And if they go interfere, the international community go know say La Republic them that they deny access for humanitarian workers them. So now the second one that number 3 thing we they don't talk now the freedom for political protest, because the Cameroon government in need to allow our people them for freely express their will when it come for our sovereign right, when it comes for our self-determination. They be banned the consortium because they reject the opinion for the Ambazonian people for demand for independence, for demand for separation, for demand for withdraw the plebiscite. Now why that way they ban them? I would see say for even for the case for the pastor where they be kill them for inside might bring up that picture. The Amber pastor, and I remember the video picture for the Amber pastor, just because this pastor talk say Ambazonia, La Republique du Cameroon, they assassinate. La Republique du Cameroon, they target every person where it stand for separation and where it stand for independence, for assassinate them, for extrajudicially kill them. The United Nations, the United States, they don't talk say they want me or man be free for express themselves. Me people them for Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, them be free for carry their flag for celebrate 1st of October, for rally themselves, for demand say they want independence or separation, whatever the political opinion where they get them. They want me be guaranteed, and we believe say if it be guaranteed only if a peacekeeping force is there for inside Ambazonia for enforce the ceasefire. If it then work them out, because this thing that see not just a resolution where they don't send for Donald Trump. Now the State Department for America it gave for work out all these things them. The second and the fourth and the last point we then talk now say dialogue with relevant stakes and respect of that will respect the right and freedom of the people. Relevant stake means say they no one dialogue, so they will talk say dialogue that means say me all Southern Cameroon and they can shoot down, federalists they can shoot down, political party they can shoot down. No. Then say dialogue with relevant stake. The party the way they conflict, where they fight with La Republic. The legitimate fight the way they for ground they fight against La Republic. Now who them? Now the Ambazonia Defense Forces and the sister forces the way they fight for our liberation. We get our political movement them. Dr. Cho Ayaba definitely is a leader of the war resistance. We are the most significant and the biggest faction. You also get the faction of the IG of Siseko Ayoktabi, which is a legitimate faction. Those are the people where the La Republic need for sit down together for make peace, and the peace where they talk for the dialogue. Now one way go respect the right and the freedom of the people. We know say the right of our people them now right to their self-determination because it can be accepted by international law. The right for our people them now the right for them to live freely without being afraid of the colonial power to kill them because of their identity. So now wait till that way it don't happen for America. We don't tell now wait till it don't happen for diplomacy today. This diplomatic move them it not just be in isolation. Even for the United Kingdom, their Senate, their parliament, their whole session, their government it don't accept me then double the money where they provide them for their office where they for Central Africa so that they feel help for intervene for our situation. I would like to play the video also make when I see the video where come up from the UK, their own parliament regarding our territory. So now the video this for the UK Parliament. The UK MP they don't demand for more funds for help.
Government's deeply concerned at the situation in the northwest, southwest regions of Cameroon. We are assisting with humanitarian efforts, and I can today announce we're increasing funding by £4.5 million to humanitarian efforts, which bring the total for this year to £13.5 million.
So the UK Parliament, the government either inform the Parliament say then they for work on the humanitarian issue. We not say now diplomatic language that way the international community use them because they never get a direct relationship with La Republic. So now the angle for humanitarian concern it raised this issue for the UK also. So be very happy say the UK, the American, everybody going to be on the same page while they're going to push this issue through. So we will go back for Bamenda, for the capital city, for the Savannah state. For thank our people then for Bamenda, for thank the taxi people the way they decide for ground their taxi in response to the ban we would call them with the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the Ambazonia Governing Council, the consortium, and also the partner faction the way they stand with we for support we would call this ban in response to La Republique du Cameroon, their imposition of restriction for our Bensikin people them for crucial part them basically for all part for inside our territory for New Market, for all marketplaces, for Commercial Avenue, for Hospital Junction, all critical part the way now for the way the Benskin people they make their money, they don't ban them. They want to make Benskin they operate only inside quarter. It be impossible. This is outrageous, this is not acceptable. First of all, the mayor where they use it for sign this document don't have any mandate to rule. He was never voted. He cannot speak on the behalf of our people, and our people they don't reject it. It be an outrageous ban where they put them, where they put La Republique du Cameroon, their military, their life, over our own people, their livelihood. La Republique du Cameroon, they want protect na their military, no be our population. They want protect na their interest, no be our interest. Why it be say La Republique they can't put their military camp for the city center for inside Bamenda for Congress Hall? Why it be say that they get military installation there for food market? You don't even talk about police, let alone police or gendarme. They get a military camp them for they know what mean what forces they can attack them for inside those places. They use this excuse for target by people. We don't see how they don't ban cutlasses, they be paranoid, they put their life over our own people, their life. That means for talk say we've been a really slave for them. So because some person use bike can attack them, they go stop all bike man. Tomorrow if they use taxi can attack them, they go stop all taxi. If they use cutlass attack them, they go stop all cutlass. They go can and at the end of the day they go can kill all man from Ambazonia. It not be tolerable, it not be acceptable, and we'll decide to impose that ban for send a powerful message for La Republique. Two message. The first one I say now we the control Ambazonia. Now we get authority for inside Ambazonia, and our people them be the listen now for we not be for La Republique. For send a message for La Republique say our people them they don't delegitimize their system, they don't reject their system, they don't want their system anymore. Now why that the people they not be participate for their imposed and alien election, and why that way the people need to listen for them and the people need to take any instruction from them because they need to represent our people, they not get legitimacy for represent our people or our territory. Them be now a false and alien government where they force themselves on us. I would send that message very sound and clear. La Republique du Cameroon, They want to try to make a change the narrative for talk say would impose our will on the people them, and that one are just bullshit. If you take the case for inside Kumba, La République du Cameroon, our people them they run observe the Independent Day goes down every Monday for inside Kumba. La République then come say they go begin lock shop them for all day except Monday, so that make our people them open their shop. But all our people them for inside Kumba, they don't wake up, they don't march, they don't protest for fight against La République du Cameroon, their rule, for alter their behavior against our revolution. The people then protest against La République. For sure you say the people then get the heart for protest. Why the people then not be protest against the Ambazonian revolution when we talk say me then observe Monday, me then close their shop for Monday? Despite the fact that La République get all the army then for inside Kumba. Heavy weapon them past week. But the people then decide to go against their order. For sure you say the people that then make a choice for stand with the Ambazonian quest for independence. Otherwise, they for also protest against Ambazonia for closing shops or for asking people then close shop on Monday. But now because of that decision, it be in line with the people, their aspiration and their interest, and then stand with that one. Even when they be go for the representative for Chief Mukete a compound for go talk for them, Chief Mukete he asked the population, una want me una open una shop for Monday, all man talk say no. Now for demonstrate for La République say the people are not in hostage. Our liberation movement is not holding the people hostage. Our liberation movement is an expression of the will of the people. Our liberation movement is to fight and secure the interests of the people, and the people have their blessing and their support 100%, and the struggle represent the interests of the people of our nation. So as we congratulate the people for Bamenda, before I do one give on the analysis for which we happen for Bamenda, because I know that the thing that we all man go the one listen them. If I talk that one, all man go back now. so I want hold on for last, but no. Anyway, might just go ahead. We'll get a lot of things we I think say on our go one for here, including the attack where they cut that boy hand. We will interview the person we cut that soldier we cut that boy hand. We will talk about that one. We will play the audio. We will also interview some person we come up for ground zero, and we will go receive call them if we get time. So maybe we'll start for Bamenda as we congratulate them. Say even for the last day for Bamenda, when yesterday we see our people them stand they observe the no bensikin, no moto. Now this on my back, I'm going to play the video.
This is my 90 motor. They come up ball, they can drop people for road, they enter town. What people they read, they find, they don't get problem.
So now the here to where they speak at the top. Because of this measure we don't take them, motor they can drop people then for road for house of town, they need to come inside town because they don't want to respect the order we don't give for ground zero for in solidarity with the bike people them. So we're gonna hear, we're gonna see how ground zero be in synchronology with what they do them.
What people they read, they find.
You already see the talk say what people then they find. It means that the people then understand the sacrifices we don't call upon them for do them, and they embrace them and they do them willfully.
Don't get problem. The way you don't come, they take them. People they come, the motor they can't carry me for road. People they continue with truck them enter town.
So motor they can't drop people them for road, carry their car, put them for truck, carry them, bring them for inside town. People they manage for send a message because it be so important. Make we send this message both for La République, both to our people, to reaffirm our commitment for our quest for independence, and to the international community that our people have rejected this union with La République du Cameroon. We don't also see say during this period for this war with the get for Bamenda, I want to acknowledge some small thing because the first battle we get them on the 1st of September when we see say Cameroon government it don't do a military takeover, we don't already make Bamenda be ungovernable. They don't already take over from the police people them. Now the army be the talk now for civilian them. Now army be the carry out municipal authorities. So it be now on declared state of emergency. We decide for attack at that moment. We attack them. We bring out soldiers them from all over. They march into Bamenda and they carry out a successful attack. I want to salute all their bravery. I will go for other things later. So but might just focus on this one. We'll finish this one. One salute their bravery and one salute the intelligence unit for Bamenda under General Cobra. One salute the tip of our spear for the leadership we show them to receive all man like papa for picking them and for direct them how to do the attack they will go on fine. And General Efang also for a leadership skill for assemble this soldier them and they don't go back for their zone or they don't go back for their places them. Now a wonderful show of force and now also a assurance for the Ambazonian people the way they don't put their trust for the ADF. Say we'll be ready and we'll be capable to assume the responsibility for be the primary protector of our people. We'll not go build a country where we're going to rely on the United Nations or foreigner that become protect them for we. But all the various general then there's no place where if we go start for like for Bamenda, they already know say this general and this unit, this battalion, they can control this area for Bamenda. Maybe Bamenda 1, this general will control this area, Bamenda 2. So all these plans then be very important because our stakeholders, our international partners then be the observatory to do them and we need to show them say we'll be capable for assuming the primary role of law and order if Ambazonia fall completely inside our hand. We run demonstrate them 100%. This one no be tsunami, no be just tsunami. This one na the real deal. So Dr. Chua Ayaba, these guys are intelligent. Benedictwa, Shekavi, Ayamba, I want to call una salute. And my own colleague, our PS, Ashu Lucas, I want to salute una. We don't work very hard. We don't work very, very, very hard. And before I go on for analyze the battle them and the big victory the Wodan get for Bamenda, it will be very important for we for pay tribute to the two Ambazonia Defense Forces the way they don't die. The last one we give a life for our freedom, Dracula. He named alias Dracula. Now he come name that we go played a tribute for them way. Now our mother, our overall OGC, Mama Wali, he don't make the video for pay tribute for you. Wanna know we salute all our troops and we take them will be a family. We all will be in this together. They be so brave for take the rule and the mantle for fight for freedom for other people them. And when they give their life, it just break my heart too much. It break my heart. I know if he come online yesterday because I be still go through the pain. I remember I talk for Dracula. I never make up to 3 days I talk for ye. Some issue be there for Bamenda with some two way they be calling me, they go handle the thing. He go for the after he do the thing finish, then give it 10,000. That way we can give a report. General no be really be happy. So he then tell me I talk for you, I talk say no. The Ambazonia Defense Forces will need to take money for our civilian them. Now we start do the things and way when we will be independent, it will implement for our country. Now we need to start practice democracy. Now we start to respect the right of our civilians them. Not before become like La Republic for them, but for become like real people the way they stand for them. So I tell you, say go give back that money for that man. He take the 10,000, he go give him back for that storeman where they handle the problem. Just the next day he die. So this one a very strong thing for we. So Dan Lossi, he give a life for fight for the freedom for a country. We'll pay allegiance to them and now our duty for make sure say make we fight this war, media blood in no go in vain. General Mba Ivor and all of them. So before I get into the battle for Bamenda, for give una update and give una insight, make we pay tribute for our fallen heroes who didn't die from the beginning of this month to now. 2 of our soldiers they would lost some. In particularly one pay tribute for Dracula, where he just died yesterday.
All our fallen heroes, to our heroes who aimed so high, our heroes who do or die. You all lost your lives defending our right, defending our freedom, defending our lives. We try not to be sad, but it hurts. We hope you know that you are our heroes who has given their lives to something bigger than oneself. Every day, we take some time to think about those who made all sacrifices. Their sacrifices will give us freedom. Their sacrifices will go a long way to give us a country that we can call our own. It is very important to support the family members of fallen soldiers as well. To all those who have lost loved ones on those deadly grounds to protect us, I give thanks to the Creator that such men and women lived to protect us. I know it is hard when mom or dad isn't there to see that first walk, to see that first smile, to see awesome results from school, to see that first soccer play, to see that walk down the aisle. But it is well. It is for a good cause. A memorial will be dedicated to men and women who served their country, so that future generations shall never take their freedom for granted. May their sacrifices never be forgotten. Thank you.
So one thank our heroes, one thank Dracula and Fonte for paying the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom, to assure that the future generations of Ambazonians will never go through what we have gone through. For their sacrifices, we can never repay them. We will be forever grateful. We will be forever indebted to them. Dr. Cho Ayaba, our liberation leader, the president of the governing council of Ambazonia, have pledged that resources of our nation will be put in place separately to make sure that the generations, many generations, I don't know how many generations of these families, will have free education, free medical care, will have priority in certain areas of our nation because of the work and the sacrifices that these our hero have done. So we don't also hear good news yesterday. Say 3 boys and then die for inside Alabukam. La Republic du Cameroon, they ran deploy 15 armored vehicles for inside Alabukam. Our forces, they know they for Alabukam. If we give them Alabukam for free, so when I take Alabukam, you know, we'll do anything. Because now our town will be flexible, will be noticed and say from the 1st of September, then specifically they try to map out the area the way will be the shoot gun and for inside Alabukam, go right for Bengui Road and all those areas, go right even for Mancon. So they don't take their time, they map and orbit. Our intelligence service, they will be ahead of their game. So they be surround the whole of Alabukam area there, but we don't come out for day and we'll decide for send them a message, say we'll not run, we'll retreat tactically and we'll attack them for inside on the second day for this ban. And that second day when I ran here, they audio them.
蓝牙模式 Bluetooth mode 蓝牙连接成功 Connected.
So now we don't hear this attack. I connect them for audio for speaker. I think so now don't hear this attack before. I don't know why this speaker they worry. I'll go off them. So this particular attack we will attack them for Bengui Road. We get back up for the first time. We'll get a backup for our sister force we did for inside Mancon. They be send a contingent of forces them for day, and if we give the number, they send some number the way they join our forces them for carry out this specific attack. So I want to thank General Lion for sending a boy that me they can join we make we carry out this attack for inside
蓝牙模式
Bamenda.
Bluetooth mode 蓝牙连接成功 Connected.
So the action will be high, the mission will be successful. The mission will be successful. We use a total of over 18 grenades. Over 18 hand grenades. We don't know how much be one grenade. We use a total of 18 grenades for this attack. Now for the attack we lost Dracula Dracula be the safe with the Bamenda Brigade under I don't give the unit with the safe, but the safe under one of our brigade for Bamenda. Now for the battle we lost Dracula, but will be successful. Will be a successful mission. Will neutralize, completely destroy one truck for La République du Cameroun, a carrier truck for La République du Cameroun. If we take a bullet, we kill Dracula now from armor car. We use a lot of ammunition for that particular attack, and even so the forces the way they come here, we also for the one go back, we also still give them more bullets. So now for tell when I say we need for up our donation, because we donate in the future use and for make sure so we get the supply every time for our people that will defend themselves and for carry out this operation then. So one thank our Bamenda Brigade and also our sister force we did for Man Conway for the first time. For the first time they are saying we back up, and we appreciate them. We want to talk for them. Say the one at the collaboration where we done talk say he did for inside Mezam, and he get the blessing of Dr. Chua Yaba Benedict. We don't work the guy the way they did for they will already work together for make sure so we will fight against a common enemy. So it will be a successful mission. One of the La République du Cameroun, their truck will be wiped out. I think when I get the news, the people them for mortuary, they be talking, they become for night with their body them for they can't keep up for mortuary, and they hide their dead body them. When I know this revolution shall not be televised. Somehow when a police died, they show up, but when a bee died, they need to show up. La République comedy country. So be very happy for that mission. I also want to update when I say yesterday we carry out a couple of missions. The people the way they live for that side for Bamenda would want to send out message. When I listen this message very well, because when I talk something, it be very serious. And then they don't talk by myself. Anytime they talk, when I know say the war council is down here, the leadership is that approve, and our command structure for Ground Zero they are approve. We send a message for our people them for around the Nkwen area for Bamenda. In particularly the Tong 2 people them and the Bamileke people. We know say Amu Mezam it don't bring una plenty for that area them. They don't rent has gear for una credit union the way they give money, the government they give them money pass our own credit union them. They don't help una. We need the vex. We consider una like brother because Foncha be bring una for inside Bamenda like refugee them. Una want honor for we for hold and protect our own fellow Africans them, especially una Bamileke people, because we dey like one. We get similar culture, even though we get two different nationality. The Tong 2 people for Bamenda and the Bamileke people. I want to tell you something. For inside Yaoundé, for inside Douala, for inside Bafoussam, we get refugees them for day. Most of them now when they help them. We appreciate them. The highest people they donate money or give food them for IDP for Douala, for Bafoussam, for Yaoundé, and Bamileke people. Because we dey together like people wey they suffer under the Bulu Beti their coalition. But for inside La République, when una Maurice Kamto and their people they do something, what people they show solidarity, sometimes they even support them. Una know it at talk. They even support Kamto inside una country. Because nothing we know say una want them, it be dear for una. When una dey too for inside our own country, we do our country Sunday, our lockdown for fight for our own freedom. Where if we get that freedom tomorrow, now we go benefit. Because when Ambazonia they find what Bamileke people they know say they get places they feel run tomorrow can't hide. They get place they feel do business. We go even favor some of una even better than even Nigeria people. At the appeal for una, make una respect our own people them their struggle. Me for ghost town day. Una need for close una shop before Ambazonia people want close shop. Make una not take advantage say the francophone army the way they for day, they no go kill una, they see una le friend because una they talk French. Make una close una shop. From Shisha Quarter, come for Total Mobile, from Nkwen, go up for down Rota, Ayaba Cinema, go up for My 2, Foncha Street new junction for you for Amumezam, Fonta Street Junction, My 3. All people for that area will call and make una obey Ghost Town respectfully, especially Tong 2 people and Bamileke people. Una show solidarity with una own people them. Make una not begin mess up. If una they want take advantage for make money during this time where people they suffer, some of the people they not go be able to control their anger. more and more people they call every day say we will take action for against una. We deny because we una been a refugee there, una been a protected people there. But if una continue for disregard, if una continue for open una shop and for provoke the population for the, even though we no take action, who knows what civilian will take advantage of that? Even like the Republic Fista attack una. Yesterday, Lele Africa where the Rango bring it for a hiding place from Bafusam, bring it for Bamenda. He can call Bensikin people they win a Bameleke and Tongtu people there. Call taxi people they win a Bameleke people there and Tongtu people there. Give them small collar knot. Tell them say the count on them, me them go for town. Me they know yet to Ambazonia people they talk, me them begin the duty they say army they go support them. The same thing way they want to do with our own Bororo people. Because if we say somehow because Bororo people they migrate, they feel isolate them and for use them against the Amazonian people. Maybe we not go that path. We need to reject Lele a free. I be happy say some of una don't call me for give this information, but we need to do more for distance ourselves from the activity of the Cameroon Intelligence Service and the army. We need to do them. We no one carry out action for this. Yesterday, our forces they don't go for day for go carry out some small action for around my 3 area. They know they should gone towards La Republic, but you know, if we do anything, but not for just show our presence for the, for send a message for our civilian for that area where they talk to the one see action, me they know say we get action for the, our forces them yes, now the vanguards for the people their will, now then they for come make sure say all things they go right, me some money for intervene in terms of sabotage they go on, but our forces primarily they did for fight La Republic, no before begin the enforce Ghost Town. We need to remember say Ghost Town is a civilian-led initiative. Country Sunday na a protest for independence. Na a peaceful protest. Make we not forget. So, but we know say our forces then they too. Now they talk say we use forces them for Ghost Town Day. It already overfine because you go to give a wrong impression say na by force. No, na a voluntary thing. But if we see agent provocateur them, if we see saboteur them, if we see some individual the way they want disregard the vast majority of the people, our forces can come there at that instance to interview them, maybe to arrest them and make sure that Cameroon government is not behind their back. So make una not push our hand. I hope say that message be clear. I hope say clear. I don't take time for talk as I talk because say na thing we don't go far. They request that over too much and I'll be very worried about una. So we don't get a big attack yesterday. We intervene. La Republic it don't arrest more than 300 people them from just information. Not be say we don't do a head count, but the estimate we will hear from ground zero. So more than 300 people that don't be arrested by La Republic and then they carry them go. They know no place they don't go keep them. I go play the interview. One interview where I interview one of our citizens for ground zero. Me talk so that me gonna hear what it happen. They provoke people their house. They search people their house them. That thing in that way it happen. So when this action they be go on, like our people them, we no say our forces na guerrilla fighter them. We know they for a conventional war. We get a lot of pressure for intervene. So we launch an attack for intervene for Eastern Gongham. We get face-to-face battle with La Republic. We kill 3 La Republic du Cameroon their soldiers them for inside that battle. We intervene from Gongham, then fight fast and fast La Republic du Cameroon. They withdraw from Gongham. Our forces them they stay for there for some time. After our forces then go, La Republic then still come again from Gongham. Start beat people them. They even go for some house for Eastern Gongham. They move some boy away. That boy might put up the picture. The terrorists be na their symbol that they enter for some boy house. They move the boy for inside house because the boy wear black clothes. They execute the boy. They knock the boy down. Now that boy self open the door. They move the boy, then drag it for outside. They execute him for no crime. The boy knows maybe na mechanic because he look close, he get engine oil. Then just execute the boy like that. Then they move another mommy for a house, a whole mommy. That mommy wear cover. You go feel say any man for La Republic go see woman wear cover. Go remember a mommy where they wear cover ngondo back for Yaoundé. They go spare them. They shoot the mommy for a belly. In intestine they almost want come out. Now population they don't come after. They can push back the intestine for inside. Carry the mommy goat and for inside General Hospital. For inside Alabukam, they don't search a whole Alabukam. No man know they for Alabukam we carry gun because our people them then they all side in our town. Ambazonian fighter them, na the doctors, na the medical hospital nurses, na the truck pushers, na the buy and sell, na the teachers, na the professors. Ambazonian fighters and all Ambazonian they fight. So how the video identify we? It not be possible. They not fit win we. I remember one principal way be the fight for inside Kumba. We be the fight for our forces. They were a principal for a college. Even though no be principal of Kumba, but he come off as I be a principal and I be the led one of our unit them. So our forces they not fit. They go search house begin harass innocent civilians for nothing. We ran yesterday they ran key 3 youth them for inside Alabukam. We ran try to find out for get the identity of those individuals. Them will never get them, but once we get them, we go inform una. But our forces, the ran tell we say they were not members of our forces. So the 3 youths the way they ran die for inside Labukam, plus this boy where they kill it for Ngongam area, the mommy where they shoot it, the mommy be wounded. So totally yesterday, La Republic the ran key confirm 5 people the way they ran kill them. We would not confirm them. We don't know how many we go see them later on. We don't know what's that they ran carry this 300 people then go. But now wait till that way happen yesterday for inside our territory. The terrorists beat them, they see work out with their killing campaign. We also want to say for Mbanga, Bankudnu, some small village where they call them for they say Bobo. The population they see their body them for inside bush. La Republic du Cameroon then come for they then wipe out a single family, then wipe them all. Mommy, papa, pikin, then kill all. We see struggle for get footages from Banda Bakundu for Bobo. Any man we get family for that area where if we get pictures and me send us so that we go share them. We will also pass them for international community so that these terrorist activities of the B will be known by the international community. Even yesterday, we ran say for inside Oko. La Republic du Cameroon, they come for inside Oko. They are B them, they are terrorists B. They meet up a pa and 2 boy them. We be yes no reason no be they will then kill them, but we don't finally get in touch with the people they then there for inside Oko. Then tell we say the pa be carry colas, he and the boy then they go for farm, they go chapier. They beat and those meet up them for road, then carry them, then kill them, take away their collars, take away their shoe them. Even the boot rain shoe them for them boot, then carry them for their foot. La Republic du Cameroon now a murderous army where they out for eliminate all males them. Now they keep people and say then carry collars. Now people that power than this, when I take a look, now people that power this, now their brother this, they are execute them for inside Oko. Because they carry collars. So our people they need to understand why we fight. They need to understand why we fight. We don't also hear say Ambazonian Defense Forces them for the great state of Bui, the Bui Brigade. They don't carry out a big attack yesterday. The attack they began to plan the attack. They began to survey this soldier them. And nobody get the footages I will share and later on. But the pictures them be available. I don't know what video them be available or not. When I know people them other side they need about they get a churumpo phone them, but I think say video they go day we will get them, we will present them on our way then come. They don't keep 3 La Republic du Cameroon. So the so-called butchers of Bui. The butchers of Bui they write the story. They want tribe to claim them, but they need to claim them. They want tribe, but they need to claim them. So we called cafe for General Kapura, General Hassan, our overall commander for inside Bui. We salute General Kapura, Ebube, and all of them. For their resilience, we'll stand together with them. The population of we all our bands of patriot them will throw na salon a great job that they don't give them a bloody nose for inside Bui for Ngwakam when an ADF controlled area. So for inside, even for inside, we don't get a big victory. The forces the way they become for Bamenda, where they deal with Sumanguru, picking them. Sumanguru no be there for Bamenda, but they picking them there for Bamenda. They want come, they can attack. They don't go attack some. Overrun a gendarmerie post where they for inside Batibo, our Momo Brigade, the ADF Momo Brigade, they overrun a gendarmerie post. The gendarmes they run, blood and they for ground. No know whether they kill or not, but no say blood, they meet up blood and they for ground. Then catch the gendarmerie post, then seize the flags them for day and everything. I'll share the video with you now. What will happen for the great state of Momo with the picking them for General Sumanguru. So make a play the video, make una share and with una the success and get them for the great state of Momo. So this one a report from the great state of Momo. from the unit controlled by General Sumanguru.
This. They talk with evidence with facts. I'm not just life. That's so. I move on from Bamboo Brigade. That I move all this in from there. They run.
So they now run La Republic, they now run. They now run left Bamboo. Now the gendarmerie post that today.
Enter them bush.
They run.
The office are broken and they flag in their move from the office. This one are General Sumangura. They live now, super sport.
They don't carry even some granite them for the. They don't carry some granite them for the. Then run left one AK. They let the AK4 na for road because they pick the AK na for road with the one. They let enter motor AK4 run. But they don't overrun that post for inside the na the video this.
I'm not just talk. I didn't say bamboo. I way the brand for me. They want to send inside bamboo. Me told me the. She no day. Like probably for nothing that will be in control of Ambalan. They don't get no place. Where's Ambazonia? I feel saying life. Neither so. Life, neither that. I don't know. I don't understand.
So na gendarmerie they Capo Daniel na VCM.
You know they don't get planes in Ambazonia. Now we control our territory.
So we salute General Sumanguru and he boy them for that wonderful job they done do. Great job. We don't salute their bravery and we will continue to stand behind them and we want to salute them for the one way they come for Bamenda for the operation. We want to salute them very well. So we will take una now. We will leave this operation them now. We will take una. We also want to salute our general for our sister force we did for inside Bakundu area there for Atlantic Zone. General Shadow, we want to call you salute. My brother we did together. And General Small Pikin for day, Baye and all una cafe them day for up. So I want to go make go for what will happen for inside Bamenda. There are two things that I want to bring up on. I don't know if I keep doing for Bamenda first. I will bring them last, but I will play the audio. I don't promise when I say we will go investigate the case. When I see the gruesome video where they caught hand for some person who answer for the Atlantic State. We'll be promised when I say we'll not be know the soldier. We'll go try to investigate and identify that particular soldier. We don't get the name for the soldier. The name of the soldier, the name of the soldier where he carry out this very gruesome attack. Una fit guess what na who soldier. Na soldier under IG, na soldier where he work for the Red Dragon, na the Chris Anu, na their handwork this so for inside Bechati. So my country people them according to the investigation who na investigator would identify the picture for the soldier where he cut that boy hand. His name na Flavio. He be done once work for ADF as well. So I go play the audio, but he work now for the Red Dragons. Wait to where it happen now say they get a battle of control between the Red Dragons and the splinter part for the Red Dragons where they be controlled by Ayeke here and General Daiman. So they come for these villages and for Bechati for come fight over control for they key each other. They be done burn some village and for they. I think say the interviewer that interview the soldier, it be self-explanatory. I go play them all so that me gonna hear 100% which way it happened. Then later on I go play the interviewer and give for Bamenda, but I go play this one first. As una know very normally, the first time I contact the soldier, he first be reluctant for talk, so I go play the first interview the way I be do we me gonna also hear.
Yes, show that army the cut am. Show that army the finish and cut am. Black leg. Show that army the finish and cut am. Show that put am on top that chair. Move your face. Shut your mouth. Why you want betray? You know how many your brother they don't die.
Hello. Yeah, sorry, my line cut because I be used now. Now the second time is at the call. Map play the first one. So I'm gonna get the proper picture. So this one na the person, this the commander where they cut that boy hand. His name na Flavio. Ayeke be done first catch this boy, go lock him for almost 3 months. Torture he so much, so he begin anger too for his heart. Make a play the first audio who contact the boy, he talk. That are the word on wait he aligned the only cockot.
Yeah. If you okay, the word I only record to two boys here.
Okay. So that one I'll play all the audio them before I get the other one. I'll play the full interview. So now go here the crimes of Chris Anu and Samuel Ikomesako. Una go here, make una see una I Ambazonia. No be say na somebody vex with them or whatever.
Flavio. Hello. Yeah, sorry, my line cut because I be used na Skype credit for you. It don't finish. Na Capo Daniel. Na Capo. Hello. Flavio. Okay. Capo Daniel. Yes. Tell me. Yeah, I want call you. Yeah, I will be the update. Yeah, so explain for me what will happen. So I really want to call you for get the details. Because how when video come out that one.
Anyway, that one the first around interview 4 different interview. Now the second one that not play the one way really long. Maybe gonna hear how it go explain which way happen, why it caught that money hand. Now for who way the work under now which group, maybe gonna go understand who way this traitor them. Samuel Ikomesako and Chris Anu, their job where they do them for tarnish the reputation for our revolutionaries, for turn our fighters into barbarians, for carry out atrocity where they go take them, go turn them for the international community for sure say both sides they commit atrocity. If we not ever they ignore these 2 people them, Chris Anu and Samuel Ikomesako, this La République du Cameroon, their agent them for this struggle, make una no continue for do am. If Ambazonian them, after all the overwhelming evidence, say these 2 criminals, na killers them, na people they try to spoil this revolution, for give La République du Cameroon the advantage, for carry we go negotiate for the Swiss process, where they go carry we, go kill back for La République, for chop their money, then now when I go get una self for blame because I don't do my own job, I don't expose them. From the time where they can lie about United Nations Decolonization Committee, they don't go bring on a fake lawyer them for America, for can't talk say they go carry Pobia go and for in ICJ, till today nothing never happened, then go give on a fake recognition for Brazil, all their lies. Now the same people they can catch Ari came up, put some of those video they make gonna see them. Now the same people they can catch Arike. Now remember the draft. Now the same people tell they be see how Arike they bring Boyo, it go up, they can catch Arike with make a suit they go kill our brave soldier will be there for inside Boyo. Now the same people then this they work as spoiler. Now the same people then they kill our sister way there for Moyoka, then send their first meal and go kill our sister way there for Moyoka. How did they call this girl again? Comfort. Now remember how they kill Comfort. Now the same people them. Last time when I hear then kill this the Bible translator. Where they for inside Batibo. Now the same people then go kill this Bible translator. They use the force the way they be lawyer to Iringwa. Then go kill it. Now the same people then be go arrest people then for the same people they be hire number when an ex-convict. Today the Chris Anu the come out the one talk about say Mad Dog na ex-convict, he been a criminal. Now they be go hire Mad Dog begin to do all those criminality before we can't even take Mad Dog, reform me, it start do good. Now the same people they go bring number they talk about ex-convict. They even call commando. Commando no na person wey broke prison run. So now the same criminal than this, they struggle for destroy this revolution, parading themselves as pastors. Chris Anu in particular. I don't meet Chris Anu. These are church rat. Chris Anu is a church rat. He come for Naira for how did they call him? I meet Chris Anu na for Nigeria. For Amadou Bello University, where we go there for that conference for Zaire. Inside that conference, now Princess Harriet they be gather money, pay transport me come for Zaire, where it be normal. Even despite the fact that they pay transport me come for Zaire, Chris Anu no be get money for buy lunch. Chris Anu no be get money for buy lunch for hotel. If the beg money me them buy lunch. I mean for Africa, Nigeria start that. So these are church rats. Sako Ikome, you know, begin work for America on that year very well. Now man will be lazy for a life, all his life. He been as a scammer from ground zero. Now the people in this way, they use them to assassinate our people. Now the people in this way, they use them to kill our people. Now then key comfort. Now they don't cut this boy hand. I will play the video, the audio make una hear. And if any man where he collaborate with them, he support with them, no say una be equally culpable for their crimes and way they commit about ground zero. I want block this small twat, this small thief, this idiot. We call himself a Brownie Eric. Any man where he support these two lunatics, any man, ground zero that already wise. Ground zero that already wise. So now irrelevant people they for ground zero now. So maybe gonna forget about it and nonsense. They go continue for try for the provoke people because now all the way they feed one now just have a jam provocateur for provoke me for react. But ground zero that already know they need to hear from them anymore. Because they know that people they work for Mr. Pobia. So this boy then cut his hand. Now the people them under Chris Anu them for Lebia Lemde where they cut the boy hand for Bechati. This butchery. When I see what they take was struggle for turn them into cutting people their hand, committing crime against humanity. These people do not represent Ambazonia. They are not fighting for Ambazonia. And the international community needs to know. They need to know. They are committing all this atrocity to put it on the head of our people. Because no normal person no go begin to support or for weaponized people they meet them begin commit this type of atrocity. Naba Supreme the call. Hey Supreme. Hello General.
Yeah, good morning.
I say, sir, you recall so are they live online so all man they hear you for Amazonia. Now you want to talk something?
I was just making me understand something concerning that you know see my number, they just print my number now anyhow. Then people use and call people they take money. So that my number. I be tell Sumanguru, me forward for you. I don't know if it's already forward for you.
Yeah, we already put another. They already put out communicate. So all man that knows that they use they don't clone your number. They use them for call people them. But now as you talk for me, so all man the hear because I did live for Facebook. You want to talk something for your people them?
The other thing I just say, I want to encourage my fellow Ambazonian people to see no matter the difficulties when you face now inside this country, for which way some of our brothers they do I just say, mostly thank God, I'm really appreciate things they go better. No matter which way they do them. The fact I just say, I just bring my friend to understand the inside revolution like this one. People for people against it. I just say they have to take time for a look them. And then they will know the truth. People they dey for fight for total independence for this country. They just continue to pray, make them don't tire. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, General. We'll call you Salodia place day. We'll go talk later. Ma finish the show and we don't put out the message already so the population now already knows that they don't clone your number. They use and contact civilian and soldier then they so me all man be aware. We will still play the audio meeting here. So General, we'll talk later, pa.
Alright, thank you.
Okay. So that was our Supreme Commander General Efang, the biggest number. So we will continue our show. We'll continue our show. And the thing will the one explain for now. I will play the audio. I'll go ahead to play the audio. Make una hear for una self. Would I investigate the soldier way cut the people their hand? I go leave them the audio be self-explanatory because I go introduce myself for you. I also use some kind of technique then when I talk for you for draw out the information so that make una know the truth will happen for day. So make una listen for the communication with me and Flavio. Now the soldier way cut that man in hand. Now it is. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Na Flavio.
How?
Na Capo Daniel, the activist.
Yes.
Hi Flavio. So na the year ide na for Bechati, the incident where they cut that boy hand, it happened na for Bechati. I will talk and they try to explain them very well because I hear more better than una. I use na a speaker, so I hear more better than una. I go talk for try for talk with way they talk am. I use try for develop a rapport with you when I talk so that make una the year and network for they no good. So better una go here.
The carbon village, so there is a by subdivision. Yes, it's not in the fear of Bamenda Updates. So we are like a lot.
So it tell una place where they it talk say their main concern for the na about General Diamond and Ayeke. Na their main concern that people that are run go for inside bush. So for Bechati, plenty of civilians that are run enter bush because they fear General Ayeke and Diamond. Make una begin here.
Don't keep five soldiers inside the party.
So it talk say
one civilian.
Say General Diamond and Ayeke they ran key 5 soldiers them for inside Bechati and then key civilian also.
For handgun, going Upper Bayang. And then
they say for Upper Bayang, Ayeke they ran enter for Upper Bayang, they terrorize people them.
Key 2.
So they key 2 people.
For Bamenda. And then the key 1. The key 1 soldier for Red Dragon soldiers. So as I talk now, all the civilians, everybody be permanently in fear. So then because they are for kill and they keep planning again. They take it for kill more and more. Except all soldiers they are around this Wabane.
So all soldiers they for around Wabane. They be very alert and they fear because General Ayeke and General Diamond then they out now for kill. It can count na the villages the way General Ayeke and General Diamond they run key people them. Mawame gonna understand say Ayeke and Diamond, the Red Dragon are 2 separate groups the way they run separate, but all the now they see work under Chris Anu and Sako, but the 2 they need to see head. As I be done tell una. So ma begin play make una the year. So una go know the curses where the people they don't bring them, these 2 fake pastors they don't bring them for our revolution.
Everybody go.
The civilian where they kill him name na waiting. So it talks say the ranky civilian them. I don't want to try for make sure me for bring them out. No, no say it be na a credible story where they talk am. So I asking me give the name for the civilian where they kill him for your own village, and then for see what I the match up with way to Iran talk because when I remember Iran talk say the ranky 2 civilian them, 5 soldier them, Ayeke and Diamond the ranky 5 soldier them for their village, and then key 2 civilian them. So now I ask I say now who would then kill them so that for year name for year and then for make sure say they talk true and wait way they talk before he join and wait till the talk now it makes sense. Yes. So it even call the quarter where they kill that woman for the where Ayeke then kiss a woman for the. So at least he tell and say he know which way they talk and he be credible and he no think before he talk and he don't talk naturally. Okay. So now the year it call the names. Keep people there for a village. Now wait till ready to go. Now why they can't keep people there for day? Because I hear this story. So now no, I know if you don't can ask you directly say now you call that man in hand first. I first take the story small so that me get trust because na my first time for ever talk for you. So I ask you say, but why Ayeke the key people there for a village? Why? So me gonna hear how they explain and why did it happen?
Soon as them get a room, that soon as them get a room, I dynamic get a room, I used to see a law.
So Ayeke talk say he's supposed to rule a law, then Diamond talk say Ayeke for rule Wabane. Now why that way they kill any man because the boy the way they did for this area them, they need one come under them, they see they na for fee marshal. So the one say me the boy then come now under them. Now why that way they fight because they are county by county thing, so you get fighting inside them. So now they fight this way they key each other. No be they need the only key na ADF. Ma continue the audio me wanna hear.
The way they want no soldier, no time, no go be around, no red dragon soldier, no one time. Soldier from the city, no one time, no time, no one time. Only them.
So they no one see any red dragon soldier. So Diamond want for rule Abane, sorry if I not call the name fine. Then Ayeke one rule a law. Wabane.
Then I get one rule I law. Now why that way they come? But then when I didn't have which group.
So I want asking me identify the group where they under clearly so that me gonna hear.
Then you didn't under which group? Yes.
Yeah, it talks say it be first the work under ADF. Like many other soldier them, where they be start for under ADF, they can last convert them or lure them with bribery or my tip to boya funds. Me they can work under them. Now one of these cases, it talks say it be the first work now under the ADF or under General Ifang una here.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so work under United Ifang, but due to condition, everything is based in school and then the man will do but after the talking, me and then this time, work now.
So you work now under who?
Me, I work after the talk now, I work with information with Red Dragon.
Okay, so you been a Red Dragon.
I work with Red Dragon.
So you been a Red Dragon soldier now.
After the talk, after the talk now, I'm a Red Dragon soldier. I'm under IG.
Oh, you didn't under IG.
Yes, IG.
So now yeah, he talk say he work with Red Dragon, but you know they under Red Dragon. He then under IG, and the person for the IG where he they under ye, the boy where they call the people their hand. Now the so-called county head, the way Sako did that appoint and put them for day. When I remember, say the one for Bui, now the one where they call those people, they use people they meet and kill. The one way they for inside Menchum, now the one way now an active gendarme, active army man for La Republic, where they don't put those county there. So they don't get soldier the way they don't put them under this their infiltrator scheme where they call an account local LGA, where they for abroad. So me talk more now hear the person when I give you order them. Even though they call it in a Red Dragon them, but then get their people them for abroad when now they give them order. When I not go imagine which way they do and for court person in hand. Now which kind of person go there for abroad? You go to allow the authorized soldier meet and court person in hand as a means of punishment. When I hear.
Okay. Now we a coordinator. Now be a coordinator. Like now the support you from IG.
Yes, now we support me now. Paul Atanga.
Paul Atanga.
Paul Atanga Paul.
Asambak.
When I hear Asambak Paul. I not be that even take time for even do the research because I be very busy waiting for Bamenda. But if you go for Facebook, Asambak Paul, how you call him? On a session for our own Facebook for day. When I find out who is this guy called Asambak Paul. Now the county head where Sakura put them for day. When they do that drafting, now the job this for that drafting. Asambak Paul. On how you pronounce them, I don't know very well. But that one I talk for another day. Me continue with session later on.
Paul.
Asandak Paul.
Oh, Asandak Paul. Now he be coordinator for Lydia Lem.
Yes.
Okay. So the problem now.
So now the LGA by LGA that.
Wabani and.
I want to ask you now exactly what they do and why cut the boy hand.
No, see now Red Dragon will control Allah.
Okay, now let Red Dragon control. They will now they for Sako IG una the control na Wabane. No, Bechati. Wabane.
Bechati. Yes.
Okay.
Bechati Wabane.
Okay.
So now yeah, how you go talk how the boy then that talk me cut that my hand, me the cut his hand. Una dey for abroad. Una dey give una money for people they call and say na una country people them for county head, so called LGA them. They go talk me people then cut people their hand for ground zero. This is not for Ambazonia. This does not represent the conduct of any genuine person where they for abroad say they fight for liberty country. We are liberators. We are not killers of our own people. So these people where they for abroad with the name where they work under this Sako and Chris Ano their back. They talk say they fight for Ambazonia No, they fight na for la Republic. Ma play me una here.
Then I say that guy we around see video.
I talk now about this particular video. Now I will talk about this particular video because this guy will record the hand. In name na Flavio, as we identify he, or we don't confirm him from him, my rapport with him, my discussion with him, don't confirm I'm saying the same person. And then we go ask him about this particular person. Why you cut the man in hand? Why? Me explain him.
So na cut in hand so. Now you do na waiting.
That guy this money, na soldier, very well.
So this man where they cut his hand, it be being a part of their force. Now one of their soldiers this way they cut his hand. It be amongst them, but it work. They give information for Ayeke and Daiman because he want take over power for inside their structure. When I see this type of village structure they put them, you know, being out of merit, you know, because they don't get no supreme commander for be over them. When I see me talk, I mean when I hear.
Diamond, because Diamond just come just come. I think it becomes in November. I don't think it's happening in November. This November will be making 1 year. This will be 3 years now. So then now we don't compare how inside the movement. So inside the because we just come now. So I think now, this thing now, we now get the room. So the person has a vision, one time, we don't give. But the one we get the salute, the love this is the second, but we work together in collaboration.
Okay.
This is the key, this is this work from the
Yeah, sorry, now alarm for my clock.
All the people, nobody has answered the now. One time you
just in case we need here because the audio sound quality because of network be poor. If talk say the man can talk, it can for that place now like almost 1 year. It tell and say if they not be under it go key or man. That diamond way to work with these Sako people. So now here and then I send diamond way they use them for fight ADF. Now when I talk say any man wanna see the fight ADF, me wanna know see that man. My player me wanna hear. Now here. So them propose to me Diamond and Ayeke me them meant for Besali, but they the only one come for Bechati because the guy they be already did them for Bechati. So they say they must come under their control, otherwise they go key all man for that village. When I feel say that person they fight na for Ambazonia for key people then so. They fight na for Ambazonia for key people then so. Now the same way they one can kill our boy them for inside Gozang Day before they get crossfire so one and die. Now the same way they want kill our boy them for inside Boyo. Now the same way they want kill our boy them for inside Bui. Now the same way they want kill our boy them for inside Manfe, for inside Manu. It go on and on. These criminal pastors, these war criminals in the name of pastor. My player me gonna hear. Now continue on. So when I hear, I make the boy talk the story fine, so that I make gonna know which way to go on. Not be say some man foresee. Now he talk the story very well. How the boy bidango said them for inside Ayeke. Now he go give information when they sleep for night. The boy they come go give Ayeke because Ayeke they don't promise say if he kill them, now he go be the commander for day. So the boy they look all the key fighter them for day. They assassinate them one by one.
So the person who is really the service you don't think if they use one control, if you don't have for a long time, the money don't have the year has anything to do with the power control. Even the other so can be another man Takari the shame you do shouldn't go just be the moving core position you did the time can't take can't take one man, can't take two. You see the things, you start playing, you work with them, you not play. Me, I just say, you need to be the shaking brother because of leadership. the key level. You can't put me.
The story long, I don't know ma cut and go for the part where ask you. You can't even explain the problem we didn't get out the man before they cut in hand.
So if that monitoring, if you want by so the wrong key oil, so the past 50% of the now and then the to the money, I was inside the packet. And then now we see the people figure.
So if the accusing man is saying if it work a plan with Ayeke for look the key leader them for day, me they key all the leader them so that Ayeke fit take control.
All men people do this, if they play, all men will go to Sally. If you don't have to be a vet now. In last year, you make an ad before, you put the thing, you put them on hand. Like I thought I passed around, down, within a 1 week. You shouldn't, for morning time, only.
So if the talk now the trigger to this their action, which we make and then decide to cut in my hand. So they should done them for day, like 1 week ago.
You can the good people do the parity. If you can't find the only call, if you never does make about 15 minutes, if you make about 15 minutes, you just come out, you come on, I just come from my phone, if you move that, if you never make 15 minutes. The telling you, Diana, I to the attack to the interview. I have to start to shoot them. And then I try to run the cash one of the figure. Take it down, this TV. From then the China is tasty. From then is supposed to be.
I hope so. Now they follow very well. Now they hear. Maybe the audio be blunt, so I come back for talk again. Repeat what he talk. He said they be done for inside Carrefour for day. Then this guy with the cutting hand, he come off for backside. He go make call about 15 minutes. Call Ayeke them because they be don't isolate themselves from their camp. They don't go to Carrefour. I don't see Ayeke them boss for they then catch them. One of their fighter then carry go execute them. Then arrest then carry the go.
All man confirm you don't hear the top of the top. You only make soldier not go to the police. It is about me. People ready for it about me.
So now that way they don't carry now go time for that place for the camp for Ayeke then go keep it for day. He learn enough for they say this man that way they be sleep for night. If the Komoka meet up Ayeke they get meeting with them for plan how to execute them. So now the information that we don't go carry and out and back that way that run come up for their prison. Now it is where they can catch a man so.
They can't attack their houses then. Because they can't attack all their houses then. So finally, as they attack all their houses then, they do not attack the house. They attack all through the house. And we don't have 3 good weeks. Shooting tires, so I need to wash. So
they give night treatment where then do where Ayeke then do and for you. Then lock inside small house for 3 weeks at one point. It is shit inside that house. The chop for inside that scene they come out outside for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks. Now we go treat which type of person? Now which kind of person do the kind of thing? Ayeke. Now which kind by lockdown no Ayeke?
And as far as something I die, we don't kill me. I broke the street. So I don't come back to the surface.
But the guy, so the guy named Naweti.
So I ask you the guy name for make 100% confirmation. Me, he talk very well. I explain the story how it happened. Now he want confirm the identity even for the person with the cut his hand. So and why that they ask you some technical question therefore bring out this fact for now.
The guy in a killing poor.
That one cut his hand so he die or how? Because the video really show everything.
You die.
Okay. But
so they cut the person in hand, the person not die from which we are here. Then tie the person in hand, they go put the person for their prison. Who yesterday the person be done broke the door for prison in run. And then the person go whether na Ayeke go kill again or not because yes some other person whether na Ayeke then go finish kill the man again. Double tragedy, very very bad.
I say that he don't die now. Some guy coming from village talk say he don't die. They shoot it for bush on what happen.
They shoot it for bush.
They then talk say the guy died.
He clearly no know which way it happened. I know I'll cut and short because they still remain about 9-minute conversation between me and he. So which way they talk basically, you don't know whether they don't kill the man or not. What I believe which way our informant they talk because our informant give you the information say they cut the man in hand, then tie the man in hand, go lock you for their prison. The man will broke the prison for run, go back for Ayeke them. Then go meet Ayeke, the Ayeke then say kill him again. So now the information that we hear, but it clearly shows not true because I ask you whether the man they alive or not. For me, information where they talk, it shows say you don't know whether they don't kill the man or not. Our informant, they don't do a wonderful job. We don't work for investigate the case. We don't identify the person. We don't interview the person. Now the confession that for now. Now person where it work under Chris Anu and Sako, their so-called LGA. The person where they for abroad, he don't give the person a name. The person in name again, I read the name so that when I feel search them, when I go look the people that they contribute for Lebialem for day, when I go identify that person in name for day. I look the man in name again. So that I'm gonna get the facts. The man in name na Asamba Paul or what na who. When I go get name, I think Paul day for day when I go find a name, we go see bring back the case for now. So when I see the handwork for Sako Ikome and Chris Anu, this is their job. They need to represent the interests of Ambazonia. They are traitors. They have been classified as traitor. They are receiving money and funds from La République du Cameroon to use it against Ambazonia. I will prove for Una again before I want to go for our next presentation. Last time I be tell Una say my trip to Boya contribution no be Ambazonia their money. Now why that they chop the money as then one? That what talk for Una need the believe me. So I don't contact the former county head. I'll prove am for Una. The money for my trip to Boya no be Ambazonia money. The same the money where they call and say they draft money. Now if na a way for get bribe from La République. Ma prove am for Una. Because the person where the intelligence will get them it be accurate all time. These people them when I hear confession from Bandam, how they sponsor these people. When I hear confession from how did they call you again? From Iringwa. How did they collect money from Bandam? When I hear money where they collect them for Port Tasang, when I hear money where they collect them the one for Bui. So this one na screenshot from their former so-called county head or their former treasurer or whoever the person be for China day. Now their contribution this for my trip to Boya. For China. I want to understand say China now one of the highest donor them for the IG because it get for most of the people that live inside mainland China, they not get paper them for long time. So they always get problem for ID because China need to give people them permanent resident. So they always try way for command go for another country them for go seek asylum, and so this criminal them they always see them like an easy way for get allegiance for them and for get money for them because they go talk about when I come for Europe, when I go America, we go give on a paper for it, it go support on a case for asylum. So China are the highest people they donate for this struggle. So when I see for my inquiry about how much money they don't contribute and for China for my trip to Boya, according to my informant, they don't contribute about 38,000 renminbi na Chinese money, where for US dollar, make the conversion. For US dollar, that money go translate into 38,000 renminbi to US dollar. It will give you 5,500 US dollar. So the whole China, their contribution for my trip to Boya, now around 5,000 US dollar. That way they want give the money. They say Sako actually gave them a contact in Ground Zero. They be give that money for Iringwa their account. Then give na 2,800. Then give na 28,000 renminbi for Iringwa account. That means for bank account. Then Sako talk say me then take 10,000 send them for so a person for Ground Zero. Where be na a brother. When I remember that brother where the B house. Then send that money for Ground Zero. When they start to ask the account, the guy Sako used to collect the money to China, that he has taken the money back from him. Sako talk say don't collect the money back according to the talk. So due to pressure, Sako almost eliminate the guy. So this motion, this according to the talk be verified. So Sako be take some of that money cash for Ground Zero. So one they send them for inside abroad. So I want to give you an example. If China when at the highest already they contribute money, then contribute now only 5,500 US dollar. More don't talk says China alone contribute 6,000 US dollar. Okay, America then get different constituents. More talk say the people that for Maryland then contribute 6,000. The people then for Washington more exaggerate them. We talk say total people the way then different group the way then for IG group the way then for America more don't talk say na 10. So then contribute 10 of this 60,000 US dollar. That means they contribute 60,000 US dollar. 60,000. So we talk say USA contribute $60,000. Then inside Europe, we talk say around 6 different countries. Then we talk say Germany, France, England, Belgium, all those people them. Example, more exaggerate and more talk say all them contribute for my trip to Boya. It be very easy. I feel call people them for Germany, I feel call people them for France, I feel call people them for England and ask them say how much you contribute for my trip to Boya. They go send me the result. So we go make exaggeration. We talk say the whole of Europe then contribute na $10,000. Example only because I'm not sure say it rich. So the whole of Europe then contribute $100,000. China 6,000. The one for Latin America, Africa, all Adam exaggerate and all the money we then collect for Ambazonia in their hand, it no go past 200,000 or 300,000 maximum. So now for tell una say majority of that money from the information we get about Ground Zero, they be deposits on 180,000 for Italy for some person wey Sako talk me like Republic then give money for Prime Minister office and give for Italy. Then transfer that money directly. They go create some special bank account. They send that money for them. The other money they carry them from Yaoundé. Come meet up Sako them. They put the money for that area in bank account. When I say they don't chop other money, no, more than $1 million. They way they don't go deposit them for some stock. Place them for Iringwa, a company, for buy stocks and they buy some for stock for Banga company. Then buy some stock them for airline company. They don't put under some name for some company where they no fit move that money until then deliver for the Swiss deal. So for now on a fee say Sako they fight, now for still collect on money. The money for drop the way they see come, they go see chop them, but they see ask like Republic will put more money for help for bribery and corruption for carry Ambazonia go term for the Swiss deal. So these two people they wait and they for year. Even my trip to Boya, the money they never chop that money up to half. It's still the way they don't block them for some side that they wait me then deliver Ambazonia for Yaoundé. I be done talking plenty time. Evidence they go always come. It no go ever change which I dey talk am. If I be the lie na lie, they for don't disgrace me by today. But day by day, evidence they come. When I don't see now the proof for the amount of money they collect them. When I never see the amount of money after that date, because the money na close to around 2 point something million. That be talk people they first talk say, hey na lie, it no be na 2 million. How if you do be plenty so that money no be na la Republic money. Today, when I don't see the proof, tomorrow, when I go see the proof, say the money where Ambazonia then give for them, it no reach up to that 1 million. Because the time for Siseko, it don't make contribution, Ayabacho make contribution, who fit gauge and speculate and estimate for the maximum capacity for Ambazonia people for donate money. So I arrest my case, the money for my trip to Boya, where the traitor the Rango take am, no be money from Ambazonians, but na money from Vomeka. Tabi tell una say the chief of staff of Mr. Povia, he be get conference call with them for video. Una no be believe. See, una can hear for CRTV. I go left that one. I will go back for Bamenda for what will happen for Bamenda. La Republic du Cameroon, their forces them arrest more than 300 people them for Bamenda and counting. We go try for track down. We don't know places that don't keep them. We try for encourage lawyer them for help for locate those people for the sake of their families them. But I go play the interview around interview some one of our women for Ground Zero. He talk for tell una for give una the real picture of what is happening behind the curtain.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good morning. Saluduna.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, Udi get report say the Cameroon military they don't come for people that quarter them, begin knock door, they broke door them. So I want for ask them.
Yeah.
For year waiting exactly they happen for Ground Zero.
So did this so hard? So I really just come the condo. The condo no answer not. I say yes, I go open the door. As I open the door now, I begin to empty the I just took the man and for exercise. So this is my pass. No, I go do my step out in the way and I go do my step out the way and it's not publishing for the ambulance actually. I say, even go man say, the ambulance, I say, no, the ambulance, it's not publishing for them way. When I was wrong with them. So the one of the colleague I can say, You want to do my go south to see them. Like, they don't go back for her. I go back for another. They start shooting down for after. We have to be there. We have to be. The other people they carry and go now. They take out the motor. They can go from. So now we na so it pass.
Then catch plenty people for Nakwata. Then catch plenty people for Nakwata.
Yeah, the beginning of like oh yeah.
Then take like how many people then for Nakwata go tam?
It's plenty. It's plenty.
I go release this interview for WhatsApp. I go also put them. I don't know what I go put them for my show again, but I go release them for WhatsApp. For now, during the time where the call they go on, my phone number it will be open for any call away one call for participate for get a more interactive participation. Why we go listen for this call because it be important me what people they understand way to way ground zero they go through on for their own mouth. So I will leave the audio me the play, but my phone now line it will be open. If you want call, if you call on WhatsApp, number that for screen, then you go fit participate.
We don't kind of one truck, but they carry the one truck so they go come.
So they no bring truck, they carry all man put them for inside go tam.
Yeah.
But they carry na mainly man picking them or then carry na man and woman them and picking them.
The more people and man picking them.
So why then catch man picking them? Did they ask them any question or not because
they kind of man picking them go tam.
Now because they no get ID card or not because of waiting.
They do say any man picking na amber. Our own amber.
So that means any man picking they call they consider as a person way the amber.
Yes.
So they come. I said then shoot they shoot some gun them. For the why they begin shoot gun them.
I don't know. Because they enter from the house, they charge out. If they see collapsing, they get to the people. They don't see collapsing to people that have. Even
That means say if they see collapse the money has they take the collapse and if they see hold they take hold to go them.
yes.
And they beat anybody ways. They beat any man for Nakwata.
No, they don't beat any man.
They did the broke door. They yeah.
They enter. They see not between. They take us after you. You go now. What kind of road? They got me another road. After now, they call. They took all the fish or fish anytime. What I want to do on our own. Then the one they put that body inside. They can go on. They didn't want that. What can 360 says? They only take 1 and 3. Then they go back.
So like inside 50, then they live now only like 3 million go there. So they knock your door. They knock your door, you open them, or then broke the door.
Yeah.
They knock your door, you open them, or then broke your door.
No, they look and open them. I come open them.
Okay, then shoot. Then you talk about then shoot gun. That way you come out outside and shoot gun for outside.
I open them.
Okay.
They shoot on the road. Who are building a corner road? They shoot on the road.
Okay, they shoot on the road. Any bullet touch anybody, that way they shoot. Yeah. We touch them. Any man in house or they shoot the gun for up on the house.
No, they not touch any man.
Any bullet, so they shoot the gun for up. They not shoot for you not touch any man in house or anything like that.
Yeah, they stand up.
Okay. So no bullet, they no shoot gun for your house. They no shoot broke your house or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then touch your money. Then take your money. Then take any money for house or any TV or any electronic.
Ooh. I be sorry.
It's just when they finish the next quarter, they're going to have the next one. I'm not sure. I don't know when they're going to have the
I this
the other day, they're going to have a Bamutari.
Okay, they do Bamutari.
They did a Bamutari the other day.
Okay.
So now the year wait the woman talk na two they happen for Bamenda. How la Republic du Cameroon they go from house to house, they brutalize people them, carry man picking them, put them inside motor carry and go. Now the thing in that way they happen. So I be the play the thing, so I hope so na be the year. Because it happens I be down mute the mic. Oh my goodness. So make we continue for prayer, I'm gonna hear.
Yeah.
So when I feel say that their army then they cover then have can protect una. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you feel say that army they come then have can protect una.
Yeah,
hello.
I'm not sure. Because I
you feel say that Cameroon army they come then have can protect una. Hello?
I'm not sure because if they pretend work they carry for the most I'm not.
Okay. What about the Amber boy? They don't meet any Amber boy? Hello?
Now the year the civilian system they talk. When they talk to the army they come but they can protect them. Madness. The people they talk, the army never for them to protect them. When I hear.
What about the Amber boy then? You don't ever meet any Amber boy?
No, I'm explain that one too.
You feel say the Amber boy then they for them to protect una or for fight against una. When a civilian them. No protect una
Yes.
So una understand why the Amber boy they don't pick them carry gun. Una understand why, right? Una understand why the Amber boy then carry gun. Una understand why?
No.
You don't know why the Amber boy they fight? Oh, okay.
I just say some of una had done court. You know be hear me fine. So may I play I thought I text you una know the Amber boy they fight na for una. He talks say no because you know be here fine. So maybe we hear again.
You hear me now very clearly.
Yes.
You know why the Amber boy did fight?
Yes.
Why the Amber boy did fight?
But it's time I go. Make one to get fine. He all night in there and too.
You feel say the fight for 4 years now they fight. You feel say they fight na good fight or they fight na bad fight? For 4 years where the fight they go on, if you say they fight na good fight or they fight na bad fight? You hear me now?
Na good fight. Na bad fight. Rain before. Yes now.
Okay. So the Amber boy they fight na good fight or na bad fight?
Na good fight.
Okay, so generally population they support the Amber boy them, right? The population and therefore back the Amber boy they support Amber boy them, right? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
If you talk later, rain on the overflow, I need to get there.
Okay, I will call back again later. Take care, my dear. Una take care.
Yes.
Una protect yourself. Anything una fit call me,
okay.
Una report them so that me the population know what will happen for now.
So there is another audio coming from her, and it is very very good. She really analyzed very well the impression about Ground Zero to our boys. Them they get 100% support from the community, and they understand why they fight the need for fight for an independent Southern Cameroon. They back them 100%. I get another audio, ma. See.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Daniel. I beg, send me that live video or see how it go.
Okay, now our people that for ground zero, then that really gather intelligence for we. So anyway, one for salute all man and for tell una say today life go come back normal for Bamenda. Would expect me all our bike people then they enter for road, me all our motor they enter for road. We go to monitor the situation, consultation. The one go on for salute John Bakuro in particular for the consortium. It already help for mobilize a group, good mobilize our people then for ground zero, the different sector then for inside Bamenda, taxi people then all this one and they already gather for get good consultation with our leader of our liberation. Our forces then for ground zero also they done do a marvelous job for give good report on the strategy then way they go on where they enforce them. So na fit be rest assured say the decision the way they take them, it will reflect the will for ground zero, it will reflect the interest for ground zero, and ultimately it represent the ultimate interest for our group, our country for aspiration for independence. I want for salute all na see my Bakwere brother Mr. Larry Ayong way they online the watch as well. I want salute and all my way they Abraham G and all man I give una salute Martin Monono I give una salute. We never take any call today. I get some messages them, but I think so. We don't finish everything. I will. You can. Yeah, I will release those audios on my platform on WhatsApp group and other places so that people can listen to the interviews. The second part of that audio is even more interesting than the first because it really gives a very good feedback about the impression for Ground Zero. Once more, thank you very much for participate, and may God bless una. We'll continue to focus. I want to encourage una. Say we need for raise fund. I don't feel stress them enough. But just imagine for that big battle for Bamenda, we use almost 18 grenades them. Almost 18 grenades. For wipe out that truck for inside Bamenda, it was a very tough battle. So I get some message from our people the way they watch me live. It was a very tough battle. They don't use a lot of bullets. They don't mobilize forces from different areas for make which way happen for Bamenda. Now we also feel replicate that same thing for Boya, we feel replicate that for Limbe, for Victoria. So we be rest assured say what strategy, what roadmap it be, the expert then they way they work with we. I beg for take God back una dig una hand deep for una pocket. If we get an extra $100 we get them for some side we want give you donate them. No look back. No look back. And I don't prove for una again once more about Sako. These criminals when I ignore them. The good news now say Ground Zero already know who them be. Ground Zero need to listen for them and they be irrelevant and inconsequential. When I focus for Ground Zero, the focus for the leadership of will be provided by Dr. Cho Ayaba and the consortium and our alliance partner with them. Now the people that way they lead them, now the people that way they stand for the aspiration for independence, they not go compromise them, and the world recognize that the victory, diplomatic victory, then will get them. The resolution where the Americans they don't pass them, the one where the UK they push them. We hope say this war for our liberation will finish, but there is no room for surrender or compromise. The same fight will fight them for our independence. Many other countries they don't fight their independence war. If it take time, maybe it not go take time, but our own case now a very clean and clear case. We hope say we win them as soon as possible so that we go back to our life and maintain control of our territory and our lifestyle. May God bless you now. Ciao.